Hello student, in this video I am going to solve the most expected question from the chapter the S block elements. Let me solve the question one by one. See the first one here. 1 mole of calcium phosphide on reacts with excess of water gives. Okay, so now you have to identify what exactly the product you are going to get in this one. The calcium phosphide is this one, that is your the Ca3, that is your the P2. Whenever it reacts with the excess of water, so the first always you are going to get, especially in this case we are going to get the phosphine, and the next the byproduct will be the calcium hydroxide. Okay, so now I am going to the balance these equations, but here we are having 2 and here I am going to take the 2 and here we are having the 6 and here it will be the 3. Okay, just identify this one. When the calcium phosphide on reacts with water, what do you got? That is the phosphine. This is nothing but the phosphine here. Okay, the pH is nothing but the phosphine. You just identify how many moles we got. That is the 2 mole of the which is the phosphine. Okay, hence in this case the option is the which one? That is the C. Okay, so next one. The photoelectric effect is maximum in. Okay, just identify this one here because all they belongs to the first group here. Let me write the particular first group elements here. So we are having it the lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and also the which is the cesium. Okay, now to identify the photoelectric effect. Okay, the tendency to show the photoelectric effect is mainly depending upon this. That's the photoelectric effect. Okay, let me write this one here. So this photoelectric effect, okay, so depends on the which is the depends on the ionization energy. So depends on the ionization energy. Okay, so it depends on ionization energy. Okay, just go to this one here. So that means lower the ionization energy. So lower the ionization energy, remember this one here. So more tendency to show. Okay, that is the more tendency to show, that is the photoelectric effect, to show photoelectric effect here. Okay, so just go to this one here. So you have to identify the lower ionization energy because you just identify this one. Down the group size goes on increases. Okay, ionization goes on decreases. Okay, hence you have to identify the cesium which is having a which is the larger size. Hence it is having a lower ionization energy. Hence which shows you which is the maximum photoelectric effect. Hence in this case the option is which one? That is the A. So next one. The metallic luster exhibited by the sodium is explained by. Okay, now we have to identify what exactly the particles the metallic, that is the luster. Okay, that means whenever the electrons, you just identify this one. So whenever the electrons, so jump between the which is the different energy level. It is the different, that is the energy level. The different, that is the energy level. Okay, so and release the which one is the photon, and which releases the which is the photon. Okay, so this photon what it releases, that gives in the form of an which in the luster. Okay, so how does the electrons jumps between the two different energy level? Because of the which is the loose of the electron, that is due to the which one is the oscillation of the which is the loose electrons, we can identify this one. That means the electron jumps between the different energy level, and what does it release? The photon, that gives you which is the particular property, that is which one? The metallic luster. Okay, so next one. If sodium is heated with in the presence of the air, it forms. Okay, now see this one. So suppose if you take the sodium, if you are going to heat with the air, that is the oxygen. See the possibilities what you are going to get. The one thing is what you are going to get which is the sodium oxide, and also we are going to get which is the sodium peroxide. Okay, so now here we have to take the 6 and here it will be the 2. Here also the 2. Okay, just identify. It forms the normal oxide and also the peroxides. Okay, hence in this case the option is which one? That is the D. Okay, next one. The byproduct of the Solvay ammonia process. Okay, this is the method to prepare the which is the sodium carbonate here. The raw material used in the Solvay process is the which is the ammonia, and also what you are going to use, that is the water, and also the which is the carbon dioxide. Okay, so in the first case we are going to get the which is the ammonium bicarbonate. So we are going to get the ammonium bicarbonate. So this ammonium bicarbonate, okay, so whenever it is this ammonium bicarbonate reacts with the sodium chloride, so it forms the sodium bicarbonate. So here we are going to get the what the sodium bicarbonate. Again the what the byproduct will be the what the ammonium chloride. Okay. Now see the next one here. So now when here in this case we are going to use what the calcium carbonate. Whenever it reacts with the what the ammonium chloride, here we are going to get the which is the what the calcium chloride. Okay, and we are going to get the which is what the ammonia as well as the which is the what the carbonate. That means to recover the which is what the again the what the raw material here, and whatever the which is the what the sodium bicarbonate we got in the what the second, that is the what the reactions here. When you heat this one here, we are going to get the which is the what the sodium carbonate. Okay, and again we are going to get the which is what the water and also the which is what the carbon dioxide. Okay, so here we have to take the which is what the 2. Just go this one. Here the byproduct will be the what the calcium chloride. You just identify this one. Whatever the ammonia and the carbon dioxide we got, again it is involved in the what the first, does the what the process. Okay, hence in this case the what the byproduct. Okay, so that is the what the calcium chloride. The option is which one? That is the what the C. So next one. The compound insoluble in the what the acetic acid is. Okay, so it is about the direct questions here. Okay, so that is the what the calcium oxalate. Okay, so you just identify, especially in the what the salt analysis. Okay, so for the what the detection of the which is the what the calcium in the what the salt, we are going to add the which is the what the ammonium oxalate. Whenever if you add the ammonium oxalate, okay, that reacts with the what the calcium ion, what does it form? The calcium oxalate, which is insoluble in the which is what the acetic acid. Because during the what the detection of the what the calcium, we are going to take the which is the what the original solutions, okay, along with the what the acetic acid. Then we are going to add the which in the ammonium sulfate. You are going to get the which in the what the calcium, that is the what the oxalate. Okay, hence in this case the option will be the which one, that is the what the C. So next one. The solubility of in water of sulfate down the the beryllium group is, okay, this is due to the, so now we have to identify, okay, now we have to identify what exactly the what the solubility of the sulfates, that is the what the down the group here. Okay, so just identify the why the what the solubility in water of sulfates down the group. Okay, that means, so you have to identify, so what is the main reason in this one? Okay, you have to identify the what the there is a which is the what the decreased in the which is the what the charge density. Okay, so you can identify the what the decreased in the which is the what the charge density. So that shows that the which one, you can identify the which one, the decreased in the which is the what the hydration energy. So because there is a decrease in the what the hydration energy, we can identify the what the disorder. Okay, hence the option is the which one, that is the what the C. So next one, the bleaching powder loses its power on keeping for a long time because, okay, so bleaching powder is nothing but, okay, this bleaching powder is nothing but the calcium, that is the what the hypochlorite. Is nothing but the which is what the calcium hypochlorite. Okay, let me take only the which is what the hypochlorite, that is what the ions here. If it keep it for the what the long time, okay, it undergoes the what the disproportionation reactions to form the which is what the chloride ion, and also we are going to get the which is what the chloride. Okay, so now I'm going to balance this one. This will be the what the 2. Okay, so see this one here. So what we got here, we got the which is what the chloride. Okay, that means we are going to get the which in the calcium, because the calcium oxychloride, okay, is nothing but the calcium hypochlorite, and here what we are going to get, that is what the calcium, that is what the chlorate. Okay, this is nothing but the which is what the chlorate ion. So now if we keep it for the long time, what does it form? The respective the chloride and also the what the chlorate. Hence the option is the which one, that is the what the D. Okay, so next one. The Thomas slag is, okay, this is nothing but the which is the calcium, that is what the phosphate. Okay, so Thomas slag is nothing but the which is what the calcium phosphate, is nothing but the which is what the calcium phosphate. But you have to know how we are going to get the which is what the calcium phosphate. Okay, so the calcium phosphate can be prepared, that means the Thomas slag can be prepared whenever the what the calcium carbonate reacts with the what the phosphoric acid, and here we are going to get the which is what the calcium phosphate. Okay, so hence in this case the option is a which one, that is the what the C. Okay, but actually this should be the what the 2. Okay, it is not the 3, this should be the what the 2. Okay, the option is a which one, that is the what the C. Okay, next one. Based on the lattice energy and other consideration, which one of the following alkali metals chloride is expected to have the high melting point? Okay, so remember one thing, especially in this one. Okay, let me write the particle the first group elements here. Okay, the first thing is the lithium, sodium, potassium, and also the rubidium. Next thing is the cesium. Okay, let me write the particle the salt here. That is the lithium chloride, sodium chloride, the potassium chloride, and also what you are having the rubidium chloride. But you have to identify the which one of the following alkali metal chloride is expected to the highest melting point. But just identify this one. Among the which is the first group, the alkali, that is the metal chloride here. Lithium chloride, they are covalent in nature. Lithium chloride will be the which is the covalent in nature. So hence we can't identify the which is the highest, this is the melting point. Okay, but come to the rest of the salt here. Okay, just go to this one here. So now we can identify. Okay, just go to this one. The lithium as the some covalent character. But see the next comes here. That is the lattice energy. Lattice energy decreases as the size. Okay, as the size of the cation, will be what? Increases. That means forget about the lithium chloride because they shows you the covalent in nature, and it is not having a highest melting point. But among the sodium chloride to the rubidium, okay, the smaller size is for the which is the sodium ion. Hence this sodium chloride which is having a higher, that is the lattice energy. Hence it is having which is the higher, that is the melting point. Okay, because of the particle the property. Okay, but even though the lithium which is having a smaller size, but actually here they shows the covalent, that is the nature. Okay, this is according to the which is the Fajan's rule. Okay, so now but here the size of the apart from the lithium, the size for this one, the sodium will be the smaller. Okay, hence it is having which is having a highest, that is the melting point. Okay, hence the option is which one? That is the D. Okay, so next one, the alkali halide that is soluble in the pyridine. So we know that the pyridine is nothing but the which is the organic solvent. Is nothing but the which is the organic solvent. So that means we come to know that the like dissolves, that is the like. Okay, you just identify the this one here. Now we have to identify the covalent character according to the Fajan's rule. Okay, according to the Fajan's rule, what does the particular rule says there? Some of the ionic compound, they shows you the covalent character. But here, this according to the Fajan's rule, we have to remember the one of the properties of the cation, that is the smaller the size of the what? The smaller the size of cation, larger the size of the anion, that is the more will be the which is the more will be the covalent character. The more will be the which is the covalent character. Okay, so now you just identify this one. So among the sodium, lithium, potassium, and the cesium, the lithium which is having a smaller size, and they shows the more covalent, hence they are readily soluble in which is the pyridine. Okay, hence in this case the option is a which one? That is the B. Okay, so next one. Which of the metal carbonates is decomposed on heating? The particularly the second group, that is the metal, that is the carbonate, they readily undergoes the decomposition. That means the second group will be the which is the magnesium, that is the magnesium carbonate. When you heat this one, this forms the magnesium oxide plus the which is the carbon dioxide. So this thing we can't identify in the which is the first group, that is the carbonates. Okay, hence the option is a which one? That is the A. So next one. The ionic mobility of the alkali metal ions in the aqueous solution is maximum. Okay, now we have to identify this one. Okay, so let me write again the first group elements here. That is we are having the lithium, we are having sodium, potassium, and also what we are having the rubidium. Whenever it loses their electrons, it forms the plus one. That means all the first group element, they shows you the plus one oxidation state here. Whenever it reacts with the particle the aqueous solution, that means ionic mobility is nothing but the which is the speed achieved by an ion moving through a gas under the unit electric field. That means now you have to identify the movement is the large in the movement will be very fast in the which of the ions. Okay, you just identify down the groove. So down the groove, that is the size goes on increases. Okay, that means the ionization energy goes on decrease. That means among the particle the metal, that's the ion, that means among the particle the metal ion, so it readily forms, that means the rubidium, it readily forms the ions because of the larger size, hence the movement will be which is the maximum, that means the ionic mobility, that means the ionic mobility will be the maximum. The ionic mobility is the maximum, because of which is the lower ionization, that is the energy. Okay, so hence in this case the option is which is the B. Okay, so next one, a solution of the sodium sulfate, okay, in water is electrolyzed using the inert electrodes. The product of the cathode and the anode are respectively. Okay, this is the most important thing here. Okay, just identify this one here. So here talking about the which is the in aqueous solution. So let me write in the in aqueous solution. In aqueous solution. Okay, just go this one here. So reduction potential. If we're talking about the reduction potential, the reduction potential of water, okay, is always the greater than the which is the reduction potential of which one, that is the Na plus. So now we can identify. So that means you just go to this one here. Hence, okay, hence in this case, because of the this property, hence water undergoes. That means the water undergoes. That is the reduction at the which is the cathode. So whenever it undergoes the reduction, okay, just go to this one here. If the water undergoes the reduction is nothing but the which is the gain of electrons, and here what does it liberate? That is the hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas, and here we are going to get the which is the hydroxide. Hence at the cathode, what is the gas it liberated? That is the hydrogen. Okay. Similarly, okay, just go to the next one here. I'm talking about the oxidation potential. If we're talking about the oxidation potential of water, okay, so which is always the greater than, especially in this case it is greater than the which is the oxidation potential of the which is the sulfate ion. So hence what you can identify here, that means here we can identify the particular the oxidation, that means which one undergoes oxidation, that is the water. The water undergoes the oxidations to form, we are going to have the 2H plus, and we can identify the there is a liberation of the oxygen gas, and it loses the which in the 2 electrons. Now in the cathode, in the anode, okay, what is the gas it liberates here? That is the oxygen. In the cathode, that is the which on the hydrogen. Okay, hence you have to identify the particular the option. So cathode, that is the hydrogen. Anode, what we got, that is the oxygen. Hence the option is which one? That is the A. Now see the 15th question here. 1 mole of magnesium nitride on reaction with excess water gives. Okay, so let me write the particular the reactions here. So magnesium nitride, the formula is Mg3N2. Whenever it reacts with the excess of water, so this gives you the particular the magnesium hydroxide, and also you are going to get the which is the ammonia. That means when the magnesium nitride reacts with water, there is a liberation of the which in the ammonia. So I am going to balance this equation. Here we require the 6H2O. Here it is the 3, and here it will be the 2. That means you just identify. So we got the 3 moles of the magnesium hydroxide, and also what we got, the 2 moles of ammonia. But here in this case the option is the which in the C, because we got the which in the 2 moles of ammonia.